Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB preview show for today, the 8th of June. Shit out of luck yesterday. You know, we got mullered in the 9th on a couple of games. The Houston game against the Rangers, Houston got a run late, and Milwaukee gave up a couple in the 9th as well. What can you do? You know, it's not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. And, you know, onwards and upwards. We've not had a very good week. We're below 100 points profit now, but as they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. There are not that many games today. I'm going to start with St. Louis at Cincinnati. Both the pitchers in this game have had first inning struggles this year. Alfredo Simon is up for the Reds. He carries a 9.31 ERA in the first, although he did allow half of the runs he's allowed in the first innings in a single terrible start at Wrigley Field, where he allowed 5 runs and didn't make it out of that first inning. Jaime Garcia, who has had struggles in recent games for the Cardinals, has a 7.36 ERA in the first himself. Both these teams do boast power in their lineups. Great American Ballpark is friendly for the hitters. There are light winds forecast to be going straight out to centre in the forecast as well. I'd like it to be a few degrees warmer, but we can't have everything, can we? Now, first innings performance, I couldn't decide which team. The line was a little bit higher than I wanted on St. Louis anyway. If I had to play a single team, it would be Cincinnati, but I am going to buy first inning performance at 19. I was going to do half a point, but I think we've got so many bullets in the chamber, so to speak, to fire at this one. I don't like going 19 points on a game, but we're going to buy first inning performance at 19 for a point. We're also going to play over 9 total runs in the game as well, because I think there is runs in this game. The Cubs and the Phillies get it on after the Phillies beat the Cubbies yesterday. There is rain in the forecast early on for this game, but it does look like it's going to clear up with a bit of time allowed, so the game should take place later than scheduled. John Lackey has been outstanding recently, allowing a single run over almost 14 innings his last 2 starts. That run did come in 7 innings against Philly at Wrigley. Vince Velasquez has certainly cooled off after a red hot start to the season. He got shelled for 7 runs at Wrigley in the series against Chicago. The wind is forecast to be blowing really strong out to right field today, even more so later when the weather has passed. Lackey still makes me nervous in a hitter's park such as Citizens Bank, so there's no way I'm taking the Cubs on a run line at odds on, but 7.5 for the total runs looks lower when Chicago could feasibly do that number on their own in this park and conditions. But off the win last night, I don't see Philly getting shut out either, so I'm going to play the over 7.5. Keep an eye on Twitter, because I may play some home run Cubs doubles to try and boost some value there. Depends what the prices look like. The Yankees and the Angels will conclude their series today. Jared Weaver, who was solid in his last game, allowing 2 runs over 6 innings pitched, is up for the Angels, who've lost the first 2 games in the series. Weaver had been awful for a number of starts prior to that start, however. The veteran right-hander has lost a lot of sort of velocity on his pitches. He's not missing a lot of bats, and he now goes to the Bronx, where the Yankees, who don't strike out a lot, it has to be said, have always given him trouble. He's got a career ERA against New York approaching 6. If you factor the strong winds forecast to be blowing out at Yankee Stadium, and that Weaver has an ERA over 8 in this ballpark, it does start to look a bit grim for the Angels today. Nate Eovaldi had a lead in his last start against Baltimore and blew it, but the Angels do not have anything like the power in the lineup that the O's boast. He's been solid for an extended period of time now, Eovaldi. Not been saddled with a loss in any of his last 8 starts. The Yankees, as I say, have won the first 2 games in this series. I think they'll get the sweep tonight, and I'm going to play them on the run line. And the final game I want to look at today is the cellar dweller when it comes to offense, if you like. It's the San Diego Padres hosting the Atlanta Braves. I'm always a little wary of taking a run line with a light hitting lineup like the Padres, but Drew Pomeranz will pitch for them tonight. He has been outstanding this year. 5 times this year he has started a game and not allowed a single run. He's only had really 1 bad start against Arizona, but Petco Park and Chase Field are vastly different ballparks. In opposition, as I say, are the Braves, who are the worst lineup in baseball in terms of scoring runs. They're very lefty heavy. They struggle when they face left-handed starting. Julio Teheran has been incredibly unlucky, the Atlanta Braves pitcher tonight, in that he plays for the Braves. He's pitched really well this year. He doesn't get any output from the bats, as evidenced by the fact he's got a 1-6 record despite having an ERA under 3. This is not a favourable matchup again for him against Pomeranz, and it looks like the hard luck story could continue in what is likely to be a low-scoring affair. I'm going to play the Padres because I think the price on the run line is a little bit too big, but just in case it is very low-scoring, I'm going to play neither team in the race to 3 runs and neither team in the race to 2 runs, which covers us if it finishes 1-0 as well. Those are the plays I've got for you today. As I say, keep an eye on Twitter. There may be a home run match winner double or 2 later on, but I don't anticipate anything else. There certainly aren't any more spreads. I think we've got quite enough in the one spread bet for today. Best of luck if you're having a play ball.